Hey guys, so I want to just wrap up my bulk since I'm currently done bulking, I guess. You could say I'm slowly decreasing my carbs and getting down to a maintenance type level, so I'm in between bulking and cutting at the moment. So April 12th was my competition, my first competition this year and ever. And the day before I was 117.4 pounds. 12 days later, I was back to my regular weight, or what was typical for me, like a week before competition, which was 119.6 pounds. So 12 weeks of bulking is what I did, and I got up to 124 pounds, which was about 5 pounds total of weight gain, the entire bulk, which ended up being 0.416 pounds a week. My goal was like a half a pound a week, no more than that, just because it's not going to be all muscle and I didn't want to gain a ton of fat. I wanted to maximize my muscle growth with minimal fat growth. So that's where I'm at right now. And then I showed this in one of my other videos. But I made this calendar online, and I'm slowly updating it so it doesn't have my chicken scratch on here. But I was eating over 350 grams of carbs. Oh, my battery's dying. About 60 grams of fat and at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I'm just going to say 125 just to be safe. So that's what I'm doing right now. Or I was doing at the beginning of this like cutting phase type thing. So 60 fat, 360 carbs, 125 protein, and I'm sticking with whatever the macros are for 4 days, and then it changes, and then it'll be that for another 4 days, and then it changes just for the month of July. So I reduced my carbs to 350, then I'm currently at 335. And then I'll be going to 320 on Monday. Today is Saturday. So we'll see. I'm kind of monitoring I am monitoring my weight, not kind of. And we'll see if I start losing weight too fast, then I'm going to slow down my carbs, changing my carbs. Oh my God, I'm not making any sense. So if my weight starts decreasing too fast in this in-between phase, I'm not going to change my carbs. I'm just going to kind of stick with it for a little while, because if you're losing weight, you really don't need to change your carbs. And I want to eat as many carbs as I can while still losing weight. Just don't want to cut it too fast. And if there's gains to be made, or that could be made in this in-between phase, then I will gladly take it. Another thing that I mentioned in my other video was that I just changed my workout split. We'll see how it goes. I have 3 leg days, which I intend on keeping. I have a heavy leg day, which I might change as I cut more and more carbohydrates, because it burns a lot of calories, and I would rather those calories go to more like hypertrophy type exercises, like faster hypertrophy exercises, I guess, not so much strength gains. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm starting my workout split with glutes and then shoulders, then my heavy leg day, which has a little bit of a quad focus. Then I do back, abs, and cardio. I only did 10 minutes of cardio last week. I'm going to try and increase that gradually. It just depends on how much time I have, really. And then my 5th day will be leg day with hammy focus. 6th day, chest, tri, and bi. And that's because, my weak areas I want to take a lot of time on, and then chest, tri, and bi are just like whatever. I still take them seriously, but I feel like I can put them together without losing too much, and I feel like I'll be able to maintain it like that. And then I'm forcing myself to have the 7th day be my rest day. So that is what I plan on doing. We'll see what happens. I post more of a detailed description of everything on my Tumblr account, like what my actual weight is every single day, how much the average is for that week. And like I said, I'll continue to do that, take my weight every day, take the average for the week, and see what the gain or loss is for that week. So That's it for now. For those of you that want to know what's going on with my bulking and cutting and all of that. So I believe I am 13 weeks out from my next competition. It is the San Francisco Championships, and that's on October 11th. So I'm excited about that, and stay tuned for my cutting phase.